Welcome back to the final lesson of my Level 2 Performance and Technique course within the Beginner Piano course. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and if you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up. If you'd like to get the book, there's going to be a link to that below, and I also offer online piano lessons. If you're looking for one, there's going to be links to that too. In this final lesson, we're going to learn something a bit more unusual, something that's not quite so popular as the other pieces, but I think it's good to have a wide range of styles in our repertoire. And this piece is by Eric Satie, and it's a Petite Prelude à la Journee, excuse my French, and it's from Satie's Enfantillage Pittoresque collection, which is for beginners, 3 small short pieces, and it's a preview into Satie's unique style. And this exercise really helps to overcome the challenges of making 2 hands work together, where a pattern is broken up between 2 hands. The melody should flow from one hand to the other in a wavy motion with lots of lifts, and in the section of the piece where we have the half notes or minims, we need to bring that legato melody out. Now, this piece can be played in 2 ways. I believe the correct way of playing it is by separating those 2 short slurs, the one in the right hand and the one in the left hand, so a short break between the 2, but I heard many performances of this piece where the entire 2 groups of 8th notes are slurred together. So to demonstrate what I'm talking about, here is the first 2 bars, and this is what we've got if I separate the 2 groups. So 1 lift, lift, lift. So connecting 2 notes, then lifting, connecting 2 notes, lifting. But I did hear a lot of performances when the entire bar is connected. So almost like the slur is connecting 4 notes instead of 2. Looking at the sheet music, it has to be in 2 separate groups, because otherwise the slur would go from the first note until the last note. But it's up to you which one you choose. Separating the 2 slurs in the bar is going to make it more challenging because you have to lift up the hand more often. But those 2 8th notes need to be connected. So in 2/4, we've got 2 quarter note or crotchet beats in every bar, and it's moderato, so medium speed, and the piece has the same rhythm all the way through, so it's quite difficult to keep it steady. There is a tendency in these pieces to speed up or slow down, and our job is to carry on this speed all the way through with evenness and consistency. You can think about the notes as groups of 4s, and you can block them out. So the first bar is 3, 1, 1, 2. This is our first bar. The second bar, the right hand moves up, and the third bar is, and the 4th bar is the same. And then we have the same 4 bars repeating, so. And then the pattern changes. The left hand is going to start and give it to the right hand. So in the first 8 bars, the right hand starts, gives it to the left. In the second 8 bars, it swaps. Now, the reason why I showed it to you as a blocked chord, because it's easier to visualize the notes. And once you practice the blocked chord, remember the rhythm is 1 and 2 and. So almost like 2 waves. The hands going like juggling between the 2 hands. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and making sure that you're connecting these 2 notes. And a beautiful legato and lots of hand movement in this. The piece is encouraging hand movement and lifting. Then when we get to the end of the first 4 bars, we repeat 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. The next 8 bars, the left hand starts 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and repeat. And now the structure changes a little bit. We're going to have a legato line of half notes in the left hand, and the right hand comes in on the second beat. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and left hand is staying connected and emphasizing this melody. Repeats again. And make sure to not hold down that C. There is a whole crotchet or quarter note rest, so lift up. And then in bar 25, the right hand takes over and the right hand has the melody, the legato, and the left hand is doing the same pattern as the right hand did here. So 4 on the F, 3 on the G. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and again, don't hold the A's but connect the right hand, it repeats. And then the melody from the start comes back. Repeats again. And the final 4 bars are the ending, holding the C, it's tied all the way through. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2. By now you must have noticed there's a lot of repetition in this piece. We have an A section, then a B section where we have the legato lines, and then the A section comes back and there are 4 bars to finish off the piece. So not too much to talk about, but the key thing, as I said, is this constant hand movement, giving the melody from one hand to the other, lifting at the slurs and making sure the rests are observed. You're not holding down your notes, you're observing the rest and you're lifting up the hand at the rest. Dynamics wise, the entire piece is quiet. You can add a little bit of pedal, but you need to pedal very frequently in order to get a very clean sound. And it's just a little preview into Satie's wonderful compositions. I hope you enjoyed this piece, and I hope you enjoyed this course of supplementary pieces that go with the Level 2 lesson book. Hope to see you soon for Level 3.